بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We will now begin lesson number 3 inshallah. This is all about pronouns and pointing nouns. Pronouns in Arabic are called dhamir. Dhamir is one, dhamair is pronouns plural. What is pronouns? Like when we say he, she, they, it's like instead of saying the noun again and again, you replace that with something that represents that noun. Like Ahmed is going to school. Ahmed took his bag. Then Ahmed packed his tiffin. Then Ahmed went to the door. So instead of saying Ahmed, the word again, I will just say he to avoid the repetition. Those words are called pronouns. In Arabic, we have two types of pronouns, which is attached and detached. We will see what these are, and even meaning wise they are different, and even written wise they are different. Like for example, I can say he is going to school. Okay, if I'm referring to one boy, but this is where the he I'm using when that person is doing an action. If I'm giving something like I gave him the book, I don't say I gave he the book, because he you use when the person is doing the action. When the person is object of the action, you don't say he, you say him. If it is possession of something, you don't say this is him book. I will not say him book, this is his book, book of his. So you have in English also these three versions: he, him, his, she, her, hers. So same way in Arabic also you have these three versions, but two versions are same in Arabic. So you don't have to learn three, you just have to learn two versions. One is called attached, one is called detached. Inshallah, we will see what they mean and how are they written. For this, you will have to memorize the table, both of them. Pronouns are detached, the pronouns that are detached, which is this first table, which we will do detached pronouns, they are all rafa. Rafa means they are always the doer of the action. So whenever somebody is doing the action, you will use the pronoun from this table. الضمائر المنفصلة. Munfasil means separated. Okay, separated is detached. You can remember from fossil. Fossil is separation. Fasla, fossil. Okay, so detached pronouns are rafa, whereas the attached pronouns, they are not rafa. They will either be nasb or jar. So this table is the he, the other table is him and his, both of them. Okay, it's jar also and nasb also, object of the action also and possession also. Now all of these words are mabni. Mabni means inflexible. They are not they don't change. Like whether they are rafa, they will be this version, but in nasb they will be the same, in jar also they will be the same, they don't change. That is what is meant by mabni, which we have already seen in the previous class on flexibility. So damair al mabni, they don't change in the status. That sometimes the attached pronouns can modify one of its vowels for the purpose of better phonation. Phonation means the sound as per Arabic. We will see this soon. Like for example, when I say his book, kitabuhu, I say it's who. The who is the attached pronoun here. But sometimes you will see kitabihi. You will see the dhamma of who has changed to kasra, he. It happens at times for the phonation. We will see these. We saw in the previous chapter minor changes in the structure of word due to phonation. Phonation studies are there in Sarf, and these changes don't impact the i'rab. Although the sign is changed, the i'rab is not impacted. Pronouns are tied to the gender and plurality. So if you now pronouns are also ism, they come under the category of ism. So of course they will have four properties. Okay, the status, they are mabni. Okay, they are as is, you cannot change them. When this is rafa, always in rafa it will be like this. Nasb or jar will be same, they don't change. Like how we have dhamma, fatha, kasra changes, for rafa, nasb, jar, they will not change. So that is on status. Number, Number will be based on the meaning, because for each meaning you have different pronoun. Like this is for one boy, this is for two boys, and this is for many boys, or plural. So number will be based on single, dual, plural, based on the meaning on the chart. The gender again will be based on the meaning on the chart, because if you see here, this first line is masculine, this second line here, this is feminine. So huwa is he and here is she. So the gender will come from the meaning, the number will come from the meaning. So status, number, gender, and type, they are always definite. Pronouns are always definite. So let's see الضمائر المنفصل, detached pronouns. The way to remember this is you need to memorize it in this order. هو, هما, هم, هي, هما, هن, أنت, أنتما, أنتم, أنت, أنتما, أنتن, أنا, نحن, نحن. Let's see the meaning. هو, هما, هم. The first line is on he. The huwa is he, huma is both of them, and hum is all of them. Hiya is she, huma both of them if girls, hunna all of them if all girls, feminine. Anta, you, masculine. Antuma, you both, again masculine. Antum, all of you. So first line is he, second line is she, third line is you, fourth line is again you but for feminine. So anti, you, feminine. Antuma, both of you if both are girls. Antunna, all of you if each one is feminine. If even one masculine is there, you have to use antum, which is mix. Ana is I, nahnu is I. So I, whether masculine or feminine, it's always I. There is no I masculine, I feminine. If you see the chart, you will see the first two lines, he and she, they all begin with ha. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna. The second, third lines all are hamza. Anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna. Ana is also hamza. Nahnu is noon. If you see the dual forms, it's all ending in ma. Huma, huma, antuma, antuma. Leave out the nahnu, because nahnu is plural. Even for two people, it's nahnu, which is we, and even for many, it's we. If you see the last one, hum, antum, this is masculine, plural. Feminine plural is noon shadda, hunna, antunna. So there is a set pattern with which will help you to learn. It's not that difficult. Now over here there is a note for, we mentioned over here that pronouns that are detached are rafa, but if you see the note down, there is an exception to this. There is a particle called iya. Iya is always nasb. Okay, there is a discussion on iya here in the next page. Detached pronouns in nasb, which is iya. The particle iya allows for a detached pronoun to function as a direct object for verbs. What does that mean? Is this is the only detached pronoun which is in the nasb state. When a noun is acting as a direct object for verbs, it's nasb. It's the object of the verbs. So this iya is in the nasb state. It functions as an object, a direct object for the whatever verb is before it, and it gives the meaning of exclusiveness, exclusivity. You have this in the example of Surah Al-Fatiha, إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. In a normal verbal sentence pattern, now when you have a sentence in Arabic where you have a verb involved, an action involved, the pattern is that you will have the verb, and after that you will have the object of the verb, which is the thing on which the action is being done. So you will have the action and then the acted upon after that, which is a normal pattern. But if you see here, it's iyaka is first, na'budu is the action which is coming afterwards. So this gives the meaning of exclusiveness, exclusivity, that only you. There is a note here on exclusivity down. This is related to the advanced grammar principle called taqdeem wa ta'khir, which is taqdeem is bringing front or ta'khir is bringing at the end. This will be there in the advanced grammar topics in Nahu. In this case, by placing the direct object before the verb causes exclusivity, places emphasis on the word, and this has an abnormal sentence structure in terms of sequence. Why abnormal? Because the normal structure is action and then the one on which action is being done. Na'budu is we worship, which is the action. After this, you should say iyaka, which is you. But when you bring it in front and say iyaka na'budu, it becomes only and only you we worship. So it brings a lot of exclusivity and emphasis that it is only you who we worship. There's a lot of emphasis on this. So this abnormal structure is what brings your attention, and that is how the emphasis comes. Iyana, iyakum, iyaya, iyaka. These are the examples. You can attach na, kum, ya, or to the end of these words. Another example is for iyaya. Iya is only, and the ya at the end shows for me, the attached pronoun for ana, which is me. Ya bani Israel اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأوفوا بأحدي أوفي بأحدكم وإياي فارحبون. O children of Israel, remember my favor which I have bestowed upon you. اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأوفوا بأحدي, and fulfill my covenant. أوفي بأحدكم, that I will fulfill your covenant from me. وإياي فارحبون, and be afraid of only me. وَإِيَّايَ فَارْهَبُونَ, and only me you have to be afraid of. This is Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah number 40. Now let's do attached pronouns. Attached pronouns are again pronouns, but what happens to these is these get attached at the end of the word. It can be an ism, fail, or harf. It will get attached at the end. Now, depending upon on what it has got attached, it will have different meaning. And even for particles, which is harf, only some of the particles it gets attached to. Okay, an attached pronoun will joins a noun with no alif lam at its end, and this way it becomes a possession construction. Possession construction is called idafa in Arabic. Like if you have kitab, when I say al kitab, I will not attach a pronoun at the end of al kitab. I have to remove that al. Like kitabuhu, I attach the hu, I have to remove the al, because attaching pronoun itself will make it definite, so I don't need that al. This becomes possession, book of his. Okay, if it is attached to the end of a noun, it becomes an idafa. The pronoun takes the case of jar while being inflexible, mabni. Now here, how do you know it is jar? Because it is book of his. It's the word his is after of, so it becomes jar. But you cannot see the jar because the default form for this, it is mabni, it is who. Ha dhamma who means his. It is by default, it will not change whether it's jar or nasb. The same pronouns that attach to nouns, these will also attach to verbs, exactly the same. They will also attach to verbs, with the exception of the first pronoun. There is a footnote again on footnote 34, we will see that soon. When it is attached to the end of a verb, then what happens is this pronoun now becomes the direct object of that verb. So that when it is attached at the end of an action, that action is being done directly on that pronoun which is attached. This here it will always be nasb because it is object. It's the action is being done on this, so it becomes nasb state. With respect to particles, there are more specifically found attached to the ends of harf jar and nas particles. Like for example, ala, you can say alaykum. Okay, when you attach kum at the end. So let's see what are the attached pronouns. Again, this you need to memorize. Hu, huma, hum, ha, huma, hunna, ka, kuma, kum, ki, kuma, kunna, ni or e, na and na. We will see why that ni and e is there. Now, if you note again here, there is a specific pattern. The first two are all starting with ha, hu, huma, hum, ha, huma, hunna. Next two lines are all ka, which is the anta, anti lines. Ka, kuma, kum, ki, kuma, kunna. The dual are always ma, huma, huma, kuma, kuma. Okay. Then masculine plurals are mim sukun, hum, kum. Okay, this one kum. And the feminine plurals are all noon shadda, hunna, kunna. Okay, and first person will be ni or eve. Let's see the footnote. Now, ni is only attached to verbs. Like if I want to say my book, I will attach the ya only. Kitabi, my book. When I have an action like nasarani, he helped me. Nasara, I don't attach ya. I don't say nasari. I'll say nasarani. So when you attach at the end of actions, you will say ni. So action is being done on me. Okay. And this noon which is attached is called noonul wiqaya. Okay, you don't need to remember this term, it's just mentioned for information. Noonul wiqaya. Okay, now here there is an example of rafa, nasb and jar, the attached pronoun. For example, if it is rafa, it will be sorry, rafa will be huwa, huma, hum. The detached pronoun chart will be a rafa. But here the case which is mentioned is the noun itself. When you're attaching at the end of a noun, the noun can be in either of the three forms. Like kitabun is rafa, kitaban is nasb, and kitabin is jar. So when you attach the pronoun at the end, how does it become? Kitabuhu, kitabuhuma, kitabuhum. So you see the hu, huma, hum. The word remains kitabu. When you attach, the tanween will drop because tanween only comes at the end of words. So you just have to write kitabu and just attach the pronoun directly at the end. Kitabuhu, kitabuhuma, kitabuhum, kitabuha, kitabuhuma, kitabuhunna, kitabuka, kitabukuma, kitabukum, kitabuki, kitabukuma, kitabukunna, kitabi, kitabuna, kitabuna. The meaning would be his book, their book, book of all of them, book of her book, their book if it is two girls. This is their book if plural. Then your book, masculine. Both of your book, masculine. All of your book. So book of all of you. Kitabuki, your book if feminine. Kitabukuma, your book if two feminine. Kitabukunna, your book, all of you if feminine. Kitabi is my book. Kitabuna is our book. Now you see, you have to attach yeah over here at the end, and the word was what? Kitabu. So you cannot say kitabu yi, kitabu yi. The yeah cannot be preceded by dhamma because these are all surf rules. So when you go into in that surf, you will see that there are certain cases, it's very awkward sound, so Arabs don't like these awkward sounds, so these rules are changed. So although it's kitabi, it's actually kitabui. There is no ui sound in Arabic. You cannot say ui, so you have to put that dhamma to a kasra and say kitabi. Okay. Then in nasb, you have kitabahu, kitabahu, kitabahuma, kitabahum, kitabaha, kitabahuma, kitabahunna, kitabaka, kitabakuma, kitabakum, kitabaki, kitabakuma, kitabakunna, kitabi. Again, you see here it's b, kitabana, kitabana. So it's nasb. And the same thing would be for jar. But what will happen now when I say kitabi? Okay, and then I have to say who, kitabihu. It doesn't sound correct, to say. It's a little difficult. So Arabs, what they did is they made it kitabihi. It's more easier on the tongue to say. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has made the Arabic language very easy on the tongue, subhanallah. Kitabihi, kitabihima, kitabihim. I don't say kitabihuma. So it changes and it drops to a kasra as well. Kitabihima, kitabihim. Kitabiha, kitabihima, kitabihinna. Kitabika, kitabikuma, kitabikum. Kitabiki, kitabikuma, kitabikunna. Kitabi, kitabina, kitabina. Now here are some examples from the Quran. Okay. يا أيها الناس اعبدوا ربكم الذي خلقكم والذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. O mankind, worship your Lord who created you and those before you that you may become righteous. This is Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah number 21. If you see the red words, Rabbakum. So when you want to know the status of the word, first you will remove, you can see the attached pronoun is there, kum. Okay, so you should remove that. Kum is a separate word, Rab is a separate word. So kum is an attached pronoun, it's at the end of a word. Detached pronoun will always come at the beginning, they will not attach at the words. They'll be at the beginning, and attached pronoun will be at the end of the word, they'll join. So Rabbakum, kum is attached pronoun, and attached pronouns are always either nasb or jar. If it is attached to a noun, then it becomes possession, something of someone. So rabbakum, rob of all of you. So this is in jar. Okay. Then rabba is another word. Rabba is having fatha at the end. So this is nasb. Okay. I'm just doing this as an example, but right now you just need to focus on the pronouns, the attached pronouns and detached pronouns. Now, khalaqakum, khalaqa is a verb, kum is attached to it. So khalaqa is he created, kum all of you. So he created all of you. That kum is becoming the direct object of the verb khalaqa. Kum is attached pronoun. Since it is attached to the end of a noun, it is object, it is the acted upon, so it is in nasb status. Qabalikum. Qabalikum is before you. Qabl is a harf jar. Kum is attached at the end of it, so it makes it jar. Qabl is harf jar, will make the ism after it jar. So kum is jar here. La'alla. La'alla is a harf of nasb, and kum is attached at the end of it, so it will become nasb. Okay. Now here the next ayah. Again same surah, but ayah 35. وَقُلْنَا يَا آدَمُ اسْكُنْ أَنْتَ وَزَوْجُكَ الْجَنَّةَ وَكُلَا مِنْهَا رَغَدًا حيث شئتما ولا تقربا هذه الشجرة فتكونا من الظالمين. And we said, O Adam, dwell you and your wife in paradise and eat therefrom in ease and abundance from wherever you will. But do not approach this tree, lest you be among the wrongdoers. And for ease, the red words are highlighted, which is the attached or the detached pronouns. Anta. Anta is nowhere in the table of attached pronouns. So this is a detached pronoun. It's a separate word by itself. And detached pronouns are always rafa. They are doing the action. Okay. Uskun anta. Dwell you. So you dwell. Okay. It's a detached pronoun. So it's rafa status. Zawjuka is attached pronoun. Ka is your. Zawj is husband or wife. It's zawj. So your wife, wife of yours. So this is jar. Minha, from it. Min is a harf of jar. So here ha will be jar. Minha, from it. The here ha here is referring to Jannah. Jannah is feminine, so ha is used. So this note is note number 34, which we saw here on the table. Here, conjugation of attached nouns in 3 Arabs. Note 34, as well as here it was mentioned. Here, with the exception of first person pronoun, which is ana. Okay. For the ana, the same will not attach to nouns and verbs, as we saw in this table. For nouns, what will you attach? E, kitabi. But for verbs, you will attach ni. So that footnote is there here on page 42. Please note that the conjugated structure of kitab with an attached pronoun, or for that matter any noun, can be altered due to phonetics, which is called sarf. For example, kitabihu will change to kitabihi because it's awkward pronouncing hu directly after a kasra. Kitabihu. Okay. Similarly, there is only one possible pattern in kitabi, kitabi. Whether it's kitab bu rafa, kitab ba nasb, or kitabi jar, all three, when you attach and make it my book, it is always kitabi. These changes in vowel, they do not cause in the meaning of the word or its i'rab. The word meaning stays same. These changes are only the sarf changes. It's an issue of phonetics or morphology, and more variances like this will be seen in later lessons. Inshallah, next class we will do asma ul ishara, which is pointing nouns. We will just revise the chart, the Muslim chart, which I told you to learn, which has all the properties for each word you should be able to tell. The order of learning the chart is Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin. One single, then dual. Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini. Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. So the line is single, dual, plural. Now in single, I'm saying three words. Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, which is Rafa, Nasb, Jar, Dhamma, Fatha, Kasra. Okay, same chart will be for feminine. You just have to add close there. Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin. Then when you add ani or aini at the end, ani for Rafa, aini for Nasb or Jar, the ta will open up because closed ta will come only at the end of words. So it becomes Muslimatani, Muslimataini, Muslimataini. Rafa, Nasb, Jar. Plural, again Rafa, Nasb, Jar. Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatin. So here the feminine part plural is different. Okay, so this chart you need to memorize very well. This will be your base for understanding nouns, whether they are single, dual or plural, and understanding the i'rab, whether they are rafa, nasb or jar. When you know their i'rab, you will know what role it is playing in the sentence. Okay, whether it's doing the action or it's object of the action, or you have to say something of possession after of something of someone. Okay, so just memorize this chart very well like this: Muslimun, Musliman, Muslimin, Muslimani, Muslimaini, Muslimaini, Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina, Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin, Muslimatani, Muslimataini, Muslimataini, Muslimatun, Muslimatin, Muslimatin. Once you memorize it, you should know the meaning of each and every word on the chart and all the four properties of each word. In case you have any doubt on the Muslim chart, please ask now itself, because when we are going to proceed, it's just going to be move ahead, 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 and ahead. So the basics should be very clear. Then, inshallah, the later lessons are going to get easier. So inshallah I will end the class here. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.